Yeah, from Mali. Fam.
Agabagu.
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 Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to episode 8 of Screw Culture. This is the Halloween special. Let's get it.
Spooky. Woo.
So spooky, so spooky.
So very spooky.
I got Al on the right of me. What are you?
Hey, my name is Tony.
Tony Montana?
No, I'm not Tony Montana. You know who you're talking to, man?
Who, man?
I'm Tony. The Tony.
The Tony?
The Tony. The Tony. Not the Tony. The Tony. The Tony is my name.
I'm trying to be a serious anime character. You guys are having a weird ass conversation.
Yo, Esty, who are you, bro?
I'm Itachi Uchiha. That shit is obvious.
But a lot of
That shit is
This guy's
of
saying
our-
that like he's never watched Naruto before.
That shit is
a
obvious.
lot of our reviewers don't watch Naruto, so I had to get him to explain
I would
himself,
think
you
a
know?
lot of them do watch Naruto.
But hello,
You'd be surprised.
it's Esty.
You'd be surprised.
I've told I talk weird and I start, so
Oh my
I'm
God,
trying a
bro.
new intro.
Is that Esty?
I'm trying a new intro. Hi.
What's new, man?
I'm trying a better intro, you know? I've got some weird feedback, so I
Just to
heard
hit
you guys,
everybody
I
with
heard
the
you guys.
what's good, y'all.
All week,
It
all week
was-
he was
I
at
guess-
home thinking about his intro because people said he was shit. Like one person said he
They
was
said
ass
my
and
voice
shit.
was a little too sweet on like that post. So.
He pulled the
Whoa.
light skin voice, bro. Man went like,
Scintillating.
I don't feel comfortable you saying that.
I don't even know what that means.
And if you guys couldn't tell, I'm the astronaut. Some call me Moonwalker, aka
Ooh.
the Mars Finder, aka
I like that. I like that.
What?
aka
AKA Mars Finder.
aka the first
I saw
man,
somebody call him that one time.
aka the first man to fly to Venus.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The
Venus?
first guy to fly to Venus.
I've been at NASA. Yeah,
What?
He took one of those paid tours around NASA.
yep.
Oh, this is Venus? Been there.
Done that.
Spaceship, flown that. And of course, we always got Melody on the ones and twos.
Unos and twos.
How you saying? What are you saying, Melody? You good? I tweaked that.
Modi was a tourist. You guys can't see, but Modi was a tourist.
He was a.
Yeah.
Did you say it? The what?
A tourist.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else. My bad.
What do you say it was?
I thought he said something else. Let's move on though.
Kaboom.
Yo, I just want to let you guys know. Whoa.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a little slideshow of our
This is
our
our.
costumes in action.
Yo, I just want to
You
let you
can,
guys
you can
know.
let us know in the comments who had the best costume. You,
I
know, you
can-
guys can
Because
be
it's
brutally
defo me.
honest.
Bada boom.
Can be brutally
I
honest.
just want to let you guys know I could barely see out of this thing, and hair keeps getting in my
You
mouth.
wanna take
It
off your
feels weird.
shades, buddy?
Nah, I'm cozy.
You guys are lucky you're not.
Cozy, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I gotta keep the peace on. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like
Yep,
that.
yep.
You're a NASA man. You gotta keep peace and space. You know.
Yes,
Gotta
sir.
keep what in
Boys,
space?
speaking
I
of,
don't know.
Sus. Sus. I have to put you in a Genji suit.
What?
What? What is gonna say Genji suits? Alright, you just corrupted Uchiha, man.
Anyways, guys, what's been going on with you guys
yo,
lately?
boys,
What?
I built my first computer on my ones. You know, I said AKA Moonwalker and all that shit. AKA Bill
computer-
Gates.
Oh,
AKA Bill Gates. I'm out here building shit. You
I
know what
like
mean?
that.
Yup. So, this shit was hard. I put my blood literally into it. I bled into the computer.
what?
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure that would have like fucked
Dog,
with it.
I cut
It's
myself.
probably not how you should have went about it.
Yeah.
Probably not, but it's what happened. So I cut myself on the heatsink putting
Actually?
it together. Yes, sir. And it
You
got
look
all
so
over.
funny, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Just looking at you while you're talking.
I don't know how. Can you see?
No.
I was trying to tell him he should just start going in public like that, bro.
That's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna go out for food. Go
Yeah.
to Tremendous. I'm gonna show
Like
up with
we'll
the
all
afro.
be dressed normal.
Does the
You'll just
afro
get out of an afro and a hat on.
Does the
Yeah.
afro
Jokes.
suit Dante? Let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me
Does
know
the
if it suits me.
Afro danced? Question mark?
Afro dance?
That's the new.
Anyways,
new
computer
vibes, eh?
builder. You
Yeah.
You built your PC. How
Yeah.
are the specs? Lay me with the specs. No homo.
I got an i9 9900K in that bit.
I don't even know what
got a
that bitch is.
It's a very nice processor.
Sounds good.
I got a very okay GPU in it
What
that
do you
I've
have?
had for a while. I have a GTX 10, GTX 1060, I think.
Don't hurt yourself.
I forgot. Nah, but yeah, no, it's nice. Still, it was a bitch. It's the first time I ever built a computer in my life.
I love you, bitch.
I ain't gonna stop loving you, bitch.
This guy did that as soon as he finished building it.
Bitches call him.
Yo, finish. What are you?
No, but,
what are you talking about?
but yeah, no, it was bare work. It was hard, but like I'm very proud of myself for doing it. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm super
No,
big
congrats.
brain.
It's a super big
Round of
brain.
It's a
applause.
big accomplishment.
We already
brain.
gave him one. You can't clap for yourself, bro.
No.
It's actually a hard thing though.
Confidence,
Like no
self-confidence.
cap. Bro.
It is, bro. It's
When
actually really
I
hard.
built my PC, I had my friend Pax help me with it. Like low key, he did most of it, but he showed me the steps, bro. It's actually like, it's like putting Lego pieces and puzzle pieces together, but like it's satisfying. Also, like it's cool learning
It's
how
like-
it all works. You know?
To me, that's a perfect analogy, except it's like putting Lego pieces together with risk. Because, like, you could fucking destroy your motherboard, you could destroy your CPU or whatever, and then you can't do it anymore.
And then boom, you're out
And then-
$1,200.
boom, exactly.
How much do you drop on this bag?
About 1,000. But I already had a couple
Okay,
pieces.
okay.
I already had
It,
pieces.
it sounds
Like
like,
the most
a,
expensive
it sounds
parts
like
I
a good
had.
investment because like with a Mac, I can't really get in there and change parts. Like I'm running out of space. I have to use my OneDrive.
Yup,
But like
you're
if
wildin'.
I could change like the size of the hard drive or something, that would be sick.
Yo,
What
I
I-
gotta build a PC, bro. Like I used
Yeah,
to hate when mans are like, yo, PC master race, blah blah blah. But like, yo,
It's actually the best.
it
PC
is the best. I'm
master
sorry,
race.
guys. Like it's
Now
it's
that I
actually
switched
better than
sides-
like PS4, like Xbox. It is. It's just better for gaming. It's better for like your work ethic and everything. It's all in one, you know. So
Here's
you
what
get
I
so
would
much done.
say. Here's what I'd say. It's better for multiplayer games. It's not like if you want
Sure.
to play single player games, if you want to get like really good like stories and stuff, PlayStation is still the way to go.
Yeah.
But like if you're trying to run like Valorant with the mans or COD,
Yeah,
then
Valorant's only on PC.
oh yeah, I guess it's only on PC. But PC is the way to go still.
Yeah, and I'm a multiplayer kind of guy, so it made sense
Yep.
for me at least, right?
Also, I'd recommend to anybody if you guys wanted to build something. People say buy it from or build it from the ground up by yourself. I don't personally recommend that. I think you guys.
Why?
I think because I feel like for somebody entering like the PC space, that's really intimidating for them to like buy parts that they have no idea what the fuck it is, like
It
all
is.
these different parts, and then build it.
But you
but-
could use like certain resources like the websites like PC Part Picker. You
But
could
even
like put them
still-
together. It'll tell you like if they configure the right way or if
Honestly,
they
all
don't.
you guys that said that you've built your PCs, I'd honestly if I ever buy a PC, I'd probably buy the parts and ask you guys to help me put it together. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do it.
no,
I don't
we can
know,
definitely
for
help
me-
I
with
feel like that would be easier than just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, doing it by
myself.
yourself is hard. So like that's why I rate Dante for doing it. Like
Yeah, I really-
there's actually some hard shit to do. So
But I wanted to learn. You know, I felt like it would
Yeah.
be a good.
Only thing that I'm against with it is that it's not portable. Like I'm usually on the go when I need my computer,
that's
especially
why you
for
get
school.
one of these. That's why you keep one
Yeah,
of these.
so like if I had one, I'd have to like still have one of these running.
Yep.
Yes,
Esty, what have you been saying, bro?
It was just reading week this past week. You know, I was supposed to be reading and shit, but I was chilling.
I knew you were watching One Piece.
Yeah, I was watching One Piece, yo, but I honestly, of this other movie I watched, so I was excited to. I think we all watched it. I don't know. Mauricio
You
said
guys
we
hear the
watched it.
jewels?
But do you guys remember the movie Unfriended? Dark Web? It's called Unfriended.
What's it on Netflix?
Dark Web. It's on
I don't
Netflix.
even know what that is.
Never heard of it.
It's an older movie. I like we watched it a while ago. I'm pretty sure everyone wants to go watch it. But like it was just it was crazy. I haven't seen it in a while, so like remembering it was crazy. So basically like this guy finds a computer and the computer is tied to like this whole dark web part of like the internet. And then all of his friends that find out about his computer, like he's on a Skype call and each one of them that same night gets tracked down because they know about the computer.
I think I've heard of this before.
And they all die.
I didn't
I've
watch it though.
never heard
One
of
of-
Oh yeah. They're in a Skype call and there's like a
Yeah.
guy after
Yeah,
them.
one of the craziest
Spoilers, this
one of
guy
the
said
one of
they
the
all
one of the
die.
craziest parts
What?
is one of the
Fuck,
friends
bro, I
like
was gonna watch it.
he has a YouTube channel where he just talks about like how corrupt the government is, like conspiracy theories and shit like that. And then he so like they hacked his computer and they cut up a bunch of parts, a bunch of shit that he said, and they called 911 from his phone. And they like it made it sound like he was saying, I hate this corrupt government. I'm gonna go to the mall with all my guns and armory and have fun.
What did they like chop his up? His
Yeah, they chopped
audio?
up his words and they just made it seem like he said that. So they pulled up to his crib, and while he was going, agreed like to like be like, oh yo, I'm not like a killer or anything. Like I'm being hacked. They downloaded the shotgun sound to his computer, and then like he was going up the stairs and the SWAT team was going down,
And
and
they
then like
started
they
playing
pressed play, so it was like,
Ooh.
and then he just got blown to bits. Police.
That's fucked.
Like it was a fucked up movie, but it was just crazy how
That's
like.
crazy.
In 1 second, they hacked their information and they knew where they were, knew where they stayed, knew how to get them.
These guys are
You think-
geeking.
So like
think
that shit is scary as fuck.
You think governments really do shit like that?
Well, it wasn't a government doing
Oh,
it.
wasn't
It was,
the
it was
gov-
the
okay,
dark. It was
next
the dark
hacker.
web.
Yeah.
It was the
Oh,
dark
okay.
web. Like
The
there was
dark
like a
web?
whole.
There was a
and
hacker
at the
on the
end
dark
of the
web.
movie, there's 23,000 people watching them all get murdered. There was a live stream.
That's fucked. Saying that should be my next Twitch live.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
Too far, dude. Too far.
Yeah, yo, that shit was fucked. But yeah, I have been watching One Piece too. That shit was hard. I'm on the next arc.
I think
Crazy.
I don't know if you said it to me in private or last episode, but you said you think One Piece is better than Naruto. Do you still feel?
Why
that
do you
way?
say it like
Naruto.
Naruto.
Oh, you think it's better than Naruto?
Naruto.
Naruto.
Honestly,
I
I
like
was
that.
I was just watching.
Esty's wearing the costume, so he thinks he's all cultured and shit. Like, I say Naruto.
It was
like relax.
Shut up. I was watching Naruto
Shippuden,
best.
not Shippuden. Continue.
Anyways.
That was
But I was watching Naruto best moments, and then I just remembered like there was like out of fire moment. I was watching like the one part when Kakashi caught Naruto after he fought Pain, and the whole village greeted them. And I was like, yo, honestly, I said that One Piece was written better than Naruto, but like after seeing the best scenes, I was like, yo, this Naruto hit me.
Thinking back, Naruto be hitting, bro.
So like I can't say that yet because I'm not fully caught up with One Piece, but like One Piece is really good. It matches, if not surpasses.
It matches at least.
If not surpasses.
So why is it when I say that about My Hero Man's clown me?
Cause yo, I'm not even gonna get into this.
Yo, bro, My Hero's the GOAT.
My Hero's not even close. Bro.
You're
We're not
fucking
having this
playing, bro.
conversation.
My Hero is so
My Hero's
goated,
great,
man.
but it's not.
Yo, it is
it's not
childish in the
Naruto One
anime,
Piece
but bro,
level.
like trust me. Trust me.
Did you see that
it's
tweet?
fucking sick.
Did you see that tweet the other day that was like, name an anime where the hero only wins by
Friendship?
by friendship?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
That man's
funny.
quoted Fairy Tail and My Hero.
No, My Hero, I don't think so. They don't win by friendship in My Hero. You can't even count.
they
You
kinda
can't
do,
even
though.
when? Give me an example.
Well, I can't think of it right now. but-
Exactly.
Okay,
Try
but I
again.
do know that there are parts
Fucking
that I remember.
Fairy Tail is super like that. I remember
Yeah,
like when I was younger, I would
season-
watch Fairy Tail and it did that, so I quit. I was like, none of
I'm
that.
pretty sure Midoriya will get clapped by
None
any
of
main
that.
character of most animes right now. To be honest,
Okay, so he's on his journey to becoming the best. Like,
even
he's not the best yet.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Naruto on his journey releases 9 Tails.
Okay,
That's
but
like
Naruto,
saying-
Naruto been OP out the gate, bro. Man
No,
was just
he
blessed.
was not, bro. He was
Are you
not
dumb?
OP.
This
In
guy
the
was
original
blessed.
Naruto,
This guy was blessed with Kurama.
A lot, he couldn't even make a
okay,
shadow.
but-
Yeah, and then he just all of a sudden he made like 4,000.
And you
Like,
can
I
say that
want
about
to hear it,
Sasuke.
bro. Nah,
Sasuke had a visual prowess that made him stronger than everyone else.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Nah, Naruto was born.
That was ignorant.
No, it's not. Naruto was born with the 9 tails inside him. That is an immense amount of chakra. You are gifted from
But he
birth.
was not. Doesn't mean
Sasuke
himself
didn't
was
have
not
no.
good.
Yo, he was just born like that. No, he wasn't just gifted. He's just sick. He just trained and he was sick. Naruto just sick out the
I
gate.
mean, but Sasuke
it's not
did
like
have
he.
the
It's not like
Sharingan,
he
though.
trained and like he trained so hard he got these. He trained so hard and he got what everyone in his clan gets.
Okay.
Eyes.
Okay,
That make
and
you
Naruto-
stronger. And they even say that the Uchiha or more like are stronger than anyone else.
Are you
because
trying
of
to tell me
the
that Sasuke is white privileged?
Is
eyes.
Sasuke? That's
He's eye privileged.
Is Sasuke
He's eye
white privileged?
But yeah, reading week was fun. It was I did some homework and shit. Thanksgiving was popping. It was my pop's birthday. Shout out to my senior.
Shout out to Pops.
Yo, Thanksgiving every year is the best, bro. I fucking love it. I get.
It's just the best.
It's my
just
favorite
love it.
holiday.
I
It's my
love the
favorite
holidays.
holiday, and I overeat way too much, and I feel like shit the day after on that Tuesday. But it's all good.
Why do you
man.
always feel like shit after you?
Because
eat?
I overeat on the Monday.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
yo,
good. We went to
just be like, ooh, I'm full, and then
he
stop
went,
eating.
nah,
Bro,
remember he went
you
to
can't-
Copacabana and he's like, I felt like shit for a week.
You can't do that, bro.
How do
You can't do that. Thanksgiving is a tradition that you have to go hard in the paint. You know.
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
like
get
Okay,
the
you
next-
got facts, so you can't
you
just
gotta-
leave.
you
You
can't
can't
just
just
be a
like
bitch.
not finish your dinner
The
plate.
next
Like,
day
come on.
I feel blessed, maybe a little bigger, but like I just feel.
And you know
blessed.
what? Like for me, I don't know about you guys, but pre-COVID, I used to go to like different family friends of ours after I had my dinner. So like we'd have my dinner, at,
And then
like,
you
6
go to a
o'clock,
next joint,
and then
yeah.
like my grandma and
Nah, I
my
did
grandma
that
go to
still.
the next joint.
I'd go over to
Yep.
my cousins and we'd have some
And
more
what-
food. But like, yo, come on, bro. Just pasta
Honestly-
after
What-
pasta,
what are you
bro.
gonna
How you
do?
gonna get sick of pasta?
Honestly, I
Come
haven't-
on, bro.
What are you gonna do?
What's the matter with you, man?
What are you gonna do? Disrespect their nonna and not eat her pasta? No, you gotta go hard in the
Are you
paint,
kidding
know
me?
what I'm
That
saying?
is my nonna.
Okay,
You think
exactly.
I'm gonna disrespect my nonna? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, man?
Why do you sound like Tony Montana?
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yo,
why I asked.
I watched Scarface
you're
one
not,
time.
you're
bro.
not
Yeah.
Cuban, bro. You sound this good.
And I don't know. What about you guys? What did you do?
I just be chilling.
Just be chilling.
Yeah, bro. Lately I've been
Chilling,
sucking at like
yeah.
every video game ever, bro. So like I can't even play video games anymore. I don't know what's going on. My aim is like tweaking out. I was playing COD last night or a couple nights ago with Dante, bro. Holy fuck, bro. I was getting so cheese. Like every
I was getting
game,
cheese too. This guy's fucking ass.
I had more
When
kills
you're a
than you
gulag,
every
right?
game.
When you're gully. When you're a gully.
My
fam.
gully
Fix
ratio
up.
is crazy sick.
No,
Nice
it's
try.
not, because you lost 3 times in a
No,
row.
I didn't. No,
listen.
this guy's so capped.
Listen.
Trust me.
To
And
the
I was
audience
carrying
out
him. I thought I was doing shit. I was still doing better than
No,
Dante.
you weren't, bro.
So I
got
rage
nine-
quit. I rage
Yo,
quit.
I'm not trying to do this right now.
Bro,
Listen,
You're
to the
not
audience
sick.
out there, we were playing
Ladies,
COD
ladies,
yesterday,
please.
and we were
Yo,
getting cheese on
I
each
have an
other 'cause
audio
he
clip
thinks
of
he's better
John
than me, but
literally
he's shit.
saying, I have an audio clip of John, our other partner when we were playing. He literally said, Fraser was carrying us the past
John
two
is
games.
ass too. I'm not trying to hear from him.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yo,
If our third
oh
teammate
my
is saying I'm
You're
carrying,
talking
and I
a
agree
lot,
that I'm
man.
carrying,
You better have
that's
a
2
lot
on
of- you
1,
better have a
bro.
lot of
I'm
games.
the
He's not-
best out of all
He
men at
doesn't.
COD. I'm
He's
the
so
best.
cap, bro. We were playing. This guy had 0 kills, 0 damage. I don't want to hear
Bro,
from this
Are
guy.
you better than
This guy's
Perk?
this guy's acting like I won't put a picture up
you-
on this green screen right now. My stats, like I'm not top dog.
I
Don't
won't let you.
disrespect
Wait,
me.
I won't let you.
Are you better
You're a
than Perk? Are you better than Perk?
I don't know. I haven't played with him. I've never played with Dre.
He doesn't
So I
be
don't
playing.
know.
He doesn't be playing. We've been running a couple scary games with Perk, our boy Andre. We've been playing a couple scary games. They're actually super jokes, bro. Like every time he plays, he'll like the ghost or whatever in the game will like come and find him and kill him, and he'll get so scared he'll like throw his headset off and he'll like almost start crying, bro. It's so funny. But it's like I
What?
can't do this. I can't do
I was
this.
watching a stream. That game was weird. You guys
Yeah.
you guys were getting your heads eaten off and stuff.
Yeah, bro. The ghosts are wild.
Wait,
like,
what game is it? I've never. never heard of it.
Phasma.
We played this one called Phasmophobia. We played another one the other day. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the part 1 to Phasmophobia. It's the part 2.
Saying that was I'd heart because of spooky season.
Yeah, bro. Spooky season is well and alive right now.
Honestly, last year at this time, like at school especially, shit was popping.
What-
It's like I know obviously it makes sense that nothing's popping this year at this time, but like
Yeah, no parties, nothing like that. So,
What is it though? What is Phasmophobia? Like what? type of games
it's
are
pretty
we
much
doing?
like you're So say all of us are a group of ghost hunters. We are contracted by a family in a house that thinks their house is haunted. So we have to go to that house. We have to get like proof that there's a ghost in there. So we're gonna like take a video camera and like a UV ray and shit, and like try and find the ghost. We'll put down a journal and try and get the ghost to write in the journal and shit. It's fucked. Bro. Are you okay?
Nah, I'm tweaking, bro. Alright, continue.
It's just pretty much like we just
Why'd
go in
you
a
look
house
at
and get
me
fucked.
like that?
Your hat is falling.
I know, bro. Alright,
You are a
sorry.
mess.
Well,
You're
well,
don't hit the mic.
We're just gonna.
Okay,
Alright,
there you
we're
go.
back.
Yep, we're back.
Hey, are you
Sorry,
okay?
continue.
Are you doing okay?
I'm scarred. Continue.
I don't know. It's nothing else. It was to be honest, the second one wasn't as sick. I think the first one was better because it was scarier, bro. Like the ghosts are just like spooky, and they just be
Super
jump scaring and shit. Like one time I threw my headset off my head and I freaked out, bro. And I was like, okay, enough of this.
It's actually one of those where you gotta.
Yeah,
take your
bro.
head,
Because like I'll turn off all the lights in the room and everything, and like yo, you're
can't
like
be doing
in the
that.
dark, bro.
Can't
The
be doing
guys
that.
with the flashlights on our team will be running away with the flashlights. Me and Andre are just stuck in the dark.
Have you ever watched a scary movie by yourself?
No.
I mean, to be fair,
Why would
though,
I do that to
to
myself?
be fair, though, scary movies
I've watched
aren't
scary movies
fun.
with you guys, but I haven't
Yeah.
watched them by myself.
A lot of like some scary movies that are good movie. I've watched Insidious 2 by myself.
Really?
No, I haven't. I think
feel
I
like
just watched
The
Insidious
movie,
with you guys.
the movie
And
was,
Insidious is probably my favorite scary movie. but, like,
Insidious 2 was that good that I watched it alone because like the
Yeah.
story of Insidious 2 makes sense for why Insidious 1 everything happened. It's like a prequel almost.
I
Yeah.
feel like scary movies are way better with friends. Like you kind of ruin the experience
Super.
when you watch it by yourself, in my opinion.
I just like watching
You're telling me,
movies. So
you're
like,
telling
But
me
I
scary
will
movies
say-
aren't funny when we were with friends.
It's
no, obviously
so
like
funny, bro.
they're fire. No,
Like,
they're still
they're-
scary. I'll still be spooked.
Yeah, obviously, but like, yo, it's just funny at the same
Dog,
time.
Especially in the
True
theater.
story.
In the theater, it's still
True
scary.
story.
Yeah, facts.
Me and a bunch of my soccer buddies went to go watch Insidious 3 the first night it came out in the theater, and we all had to sit in the front row because there were no seats in the back.
Ooh, you guys are playing.
So we went to the movie, and one of our boys is really, really scared. Like even before he saw the movie, he's like, I can't do this, right?
Yeah.
So we go in, we start watching the movie. All men stuck in Dollarama candy, of course.
I'm telling.
I guess I kind of just exposed myself on there. Anyways, doesn't matter.
So
So
this guy just told on
I'm
all his
super off.
friends.
No, I
Watch
told
out
on
for this
myself.
guy, bro.
Watch out. But anyway, so we're watching a movie, and then like 5 minutes into the movie, this guy goes, nah, I can't do this, my boy. He gets up, and in front of everybody, he walks out the theater, and he just goes, I can't, I gotta leave, I can't watch this. He's like, y'all are crazy, y'all are fucking crazy. And he walks out, and as he's walking out, everybody in the movie theater is just dying of laughter.
Wait, he cut?
Yeah, bro, he just cut. And it was so fucking funny,
Did
bro.
he like go home by himself?
Yeah, he just went home after that and just left.
At the beginning? too?
Yeah, bro. It was so jokes. But scary movies are way better with
Nah.
friends. Moral of the story.
Nah, I was watching one scary movie with a female before, and she was not scared, but I was. I was.
She's like
shook.
gripping up on you. You're like,
Nah, I turned off the movie. I was like, "You trippy? You're not even watching." I had to act like she was tweaking. I was like, "Nah, you don't want to watch this. You don't want to watch this." I was shook.
Deep down inside,
There's shit
Artie's
jumping out of.
pouting.
I was chopped and there's shit jumping out of everywhere. I'm like, I'm not trying to have nightmares. What the fuck? That shit was spooky.
Those fucking jokes. What else do you guys do for Halloween? Any trick or treating normally? Because we haven't gone the past couple of years, have we? It's normally just parties.
Well, I've been
now,
at school, so like I
Yeah.
never. Last year I didn't get to go wherever you guys went. I just have been going to like parties or the club at school.
I don't even
to
think
be
there's
honest.
like any like even though like we're older now, I don't think there's any trick or treating for kids this year just because COVID
People
type shit.
were saying that in Canada we should. It was funny. I saw on the news that people in the States or I forget who it was. Someone suggested that people in Canada should give out candy with a hockey stick.
How was that?
Wait,
even
Like to
possible?
put it on the other end of the hockey stick, and just because like to stay 6 meters apart or whatever, 2 meters
And you
apart,
just hand it to the kid,
and
like,
give it
tape
like
it to
put
it.
put it in their fucking bag
think
with the hockey stick.
That's stupid.
You think kids are gonna trick or treat this year? Or
No one's gonna
Nah.
go to strangers' houses like this, especially during like
Yeah,
right
Yeah,
now.
bro.
No
What
one's
the
gonna
fuck?
be.
I
No
guess
That's
one's
not
that
gonna
what
makes
scary
sense.
movies are made of. I'm not going to a stranger house. Like,
Well, like to get candy right during the pandemic. No one's gonna be doing all that. No, I doubt anybody would be.
I definitely would not, bro. The fuck, yo, I'm not risking my life for a fucking a Kit Kat, bro.
You
Kit Kats
remember-
are trash.
Remember the candies that you
Bro,
would get?
hold up. You're tweaking, bro. Kit
What?
Kats are the best. You're a fucking
Bro,
tweaker.
Kit Kat
That's
is
what
so
you-
middle of
that's
the
what you
road.
are-
Nah. Kit Kat
Kit
is
Kat?
fire.
Very mid.
No,
Very
it's not.
mid.
Okay, what's the top tier chocolate?
Oh, Henry.
That's
Henry's
nah.
pretty nice.
I can't eat those. I'm
Oh,
allergic
nah.
to
Okay, if we're
peanuts.
going just straight
Nah, I
like
can't
if we're
eat
going
those.
just like straight chocolate, you guys can't tell me like Aero bars aren't fire.
Arrow bars are
Arrow-
mid. Arrow bars are mid
Hershey's
to me.
cookies and cream.
Ooh, that's a
Ice
top
cream is
tier.
up there. That's
That's,
the top.
but you can't, you
That's
can't
the
have
top.
those
I
all
can
time
agree.
though, because those are too sweet, bro.
I can
Like
agree.
I can't even finish a whole one anymore. I'm like, this is
Nah,
this is
like
diabetes
honestly,
in a-
I don't like chocolate. I can't finish a whole chocolate bar. I need to have like a little bit. And be like, I'm gonna save you for later. Like I can't have it at all at once.
Excuse me.
Wait, you don't save your food?
What?
What?
Anyways, I'll be back. I gotta go blow dry my hair, so we're gonna take a 10-minute break, a couple minute break, and then we'll be back for part 2 of the pod. They just calling my phone like a yo boys. You guys buying a new iPhone or what? The 12 is dropping.
No.
Why not?
Why the fuck am I gonna buy an iPhone? I already have 2.
Because you need a third one.
Well, like I
You
think
right.
I think I'll do it on the basis when my contract finishes.
Have you guys seen
smart
it?
guy.
Like
Have you
whenever.
guys- yeah, that's why I'm gonna get mine. But like, have you guys seen the new iPhone or no?
Nah, was it iPhone 12?
Yes, sir. It
iPhone
looks
six.
Yo,
like
honestly, like, what do you think though? Have we seen this shit before? Like, are we
Is this
seeing the same
revolutionary?
thing just drop over and over again? But we obviously
yo,
shouldn't buy it.
facts.
you know what I was thinking? Apple takes old ideas, like old designs for their phones, and just reintroduces them like 5 years later, constantly. Do you guys get what I'm saying?
And you eat that shit up.
And then we eat it up every single time.
Yeah,
like
I'm-
this is just
Quit
this
eating it
just
up,
looks like
bro.
what's the boxy iPhone? iPhone
I'm-
4?
Yeah.
What's the boxy iPhone?
Yeah.
Or
Yo,
the-
it's
the
5.
SE
It's the
stand?
5. It's the 5.
Yeah,
It looks like the iPhone 5, but like with the
And
Yeah,
no
bro.
button. And no
and
button.
no button. Yeah.
bro, they put out like a what is it, the iPhone Kids pack, bro? It's like it's a
Oh, yeah,
ton
the
of
Like,
mini
well,
one.
like
Fun size,
think
bro.
about it. Like after so many phones, what can you really do? What are you gonna get rid of the volume buttons?
No, there is stuff to
Like,
do
you-
though. Like yo,
I know,
it'd
but
be
it's,
sick if they
everything's on
put
the inside. Like anything they can make the phone better and faster.
Mm.
But like, what are you gonna
no,
do on
not
the
that.
outside?
Like yo, you
Hardware-wise,
could always
yeah.
innovate. Like think about right now, they're trying to do like a fingerprint scanner under the surface of the glass, so like you don't have to press a button,
The
or they
bezel.
put it on the button of the power button, so when you touch that, it scans your fingerprint.
Hold on.
You know, they could always innovate with stuff like
In
that.
my
Or like
opinion-
right now, they're trying to get rid of the little
That's
bezel.
what I'm saying. In
that
my
has
opinion,
your-
the bezel needs to go.
Yeah,
The
I think
bezel's
so
too
as
Has
well.
your what?
The camera. You know the little notch that has your
That
camera on it?
little
Like
notch
here.
on the thing. See the little
Oh,
notch.
they want to get rid of
Yeah,
that?
so
They
see on my
should.
phone, you see on my phone how
I
it
just
has
showed
this
them, I
little.
just showed
Yeah, I know, and I honestly I don't mind it.
Yeah, so they need to get rid of that. Like some phones are like
Kinda.
putting the camera under the surface.
I'm on their page. I'm on the Apple page right now, and like on their big news thing, the first thing that came up is that it's 11% thinner, 15% smaller, and 16% lighter. Like what?
Congratulations. Like,
Like
I
I don't
give a
understand.
fuck.
Like what? How would that make me just want to buy it?
It's not even that. It's think about it like this.
Yo,
People.
camera's crazy.
It has a
camera
6.1
on it?
inch
Yeah,
super
the
retina.
camera's
the cameras are
already
always
crazy.
like upgrading like
And a crazy
Bro,
display,
even the iPhone
apparently.
10's camera is really nice. You know what I mean? Like, what
But
does
there's
that
always
even
room
matter
for-
at this point?
It's just because, so think about how people do their contracts, like Esty, right? Everybody's on their different timelines. Some people
Yeah.
have done their contract this year, next year. So they always have to make a new one just to keep updating the
Yeah.
line. So then when Esty's done, he's going to buy the newest one. If, say I'm done in 2 years from now, I'm going to buy the newest one. And I don't want to buy the newest one that Esty had from 2 years ago. I want to buy a newer one, a better
Yeah,
one.
for sure.
So
That's
they
how it
just got to,
goes.
we're at a point right now with technology in the in the commercial sense that like they're just tweaking and adding minor details that will make it better every year to make more and more people want to buy it.
Essentially, it's the same thing.
It is. That's why you need that big innovational
step. They're recycling your ideas and making them better, which is good. Like it attracts you to want to buy it because I'm gonna have a stronger phone, I'm gonna have a better camera, or it's gonna be lighter. But like essentially, like you had the same thing in your pocket.
Facts. It's the same thing.
At the end of the day, it's the same phone. Sorry, like it's the same smartphone. You know
to be honest, I'm leaning in the direction of like, even though I love Apple and iOS, I've been thinking about getting like the Razer flip phone just because like I like the idea of that flip. Like I like it, and I think it's better that we stop using. Or at least for me, I don't like using my phone for so much because like, you know how everybody says they're getting addicted to their phones. I'm starting to realize, like we are using our phones a lot, so I just want to keep it as like a phone. So I'm just gonna keep that flip phone as just like a hang up, do that little.
The only thing that attracts me here is that it has a shield, a ceramic shield. Like it's gonna it'll break less.
Like if I punch you, it won't.
No, like the phone.
Won't hurt?
The phone.
The glass
like
is
shield.
The glass is stronger.
Well, like it's like the glass will be stronger. Like it's not supposed to shine. Like so. But
what you talking about? You're from NASA, bro. You know what I'm talking about, man. It's got shields in space and shit.
Y'all want me to break down the details? Y'all want me to do the ones and twos?
Nowadays on the ones and twos. You can't do that.
Ah, sorry.
You're on the threes and fours.
Anyway, so but question for you guys: you think that that Apple makes the old phones slower when the new ones come out?
I swear that's been a thing.
Oh, has that been a thing?
Yeah, that's been a thing. Yeah.
Oh, so they actually do that.
It's like they almost got sued because people actually found out that they were low. Like there was like the processors of old phones when the new phones came out would like slow down. So like you'd visibly notice, my phone is a lot slower now. I need to get the new.
Hold on, were they slowed down because Apple was purposely slowing them down,
that's what they're being blamed for?
Hold on, or were they slowed down because when you have new updates that are for new phones, you have to put those updates on the old phones, and then the chips just can't run them like how the new update.
That's what they're saying they got blamed for though, for like purposely like ruining the processor, making it so like these updates kind of corrupt the old processor, so you need the reason
I think we got to that point is because so every new iOS update, it's heavier on the workload of the phone, right? The processor. So if they're gonna give the iPhone 5 iOS 14 or something, right? They have to make
a lesser version of iPhone or iOS 14 for iPhone 5.
Yeah, and they don't want to do that, so they're just gonna make the phone like slower so it could handle
it. It was actually cool that you brought up if like have we seen this in the iPhone 5 before, whatever. Like it looks like the iPhone 5. They lost 81 billion in market value on the market because it looks like that. Like people were so unattracted to the phone that they lost that much money on the market.
It's like the same. They're I think Apple's at a small plateau right now where they need to start innovating again, because they are a very like revolutionary company, and they're at a point where they've gone redoing. Really stagnant, they're like, we like our old stuff. They're gonna rehash that out, get more money.
I wonder when we'll see like the Iron Man setup, like when you can move things with your hand, when like like it's
let's take a guess. What year are we at right now, bro? How long?
2020. I don't know. They haven't seen a lot of futuristic things that we all like, flying cars and shit like that.
In a consumer world.
Until it's in a consumer world, I wouldn't give into worry about like 2050.
No, I disagree. At the rate that technology is moving, I think by 2030 we'll be able to touch things like how you do Iron Man and
it's because of how our like the economy works and like the world works. I personally think it's gonna take longer for it to become a regular part.
Trying to tell the fucking astronaut how the world works.
No, but like if you think about it, like how long until like Elon Musk is trying to make Tesla regular cars for everyone to drive, because he says if everyone drove a Tesla, there would be no road traffic.
But there's a difference. There's a difference between like breaking the barriers in that sense and the consumer world.
I know, but but that's part of the consumer world, fam. That's you're buying it. But listen, this is what I'm saying. Like technology like that is gonna be hard to be made accessible and bought by everyone. That's like our tech. You know how we see in movies, like no matter how like what stature in that society a person is, they all have about the same technology and it's like futuristic or whatever. Like in Star Wars or anything. Like until it's like that, I think that's gonna take a long time.
For sure.
Like that technology would have to be recycled, and there'd have to be new one, and that recycled technology will be used like the regular population.
I see what you mean. The only thing is like, so take in once you create like new technology, before you introduce it to the consumer market, it has to be like bulletproof. They're not just gonna throw it out there, right? Like think about how the government probably has like a ton of technology that they can weaponize or something, right? And they're not introducing it to the consumer markets or anything, or they're not using it obvious, because they have to prepare the world for it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, think about where we are right now. We're playing the same FIFA every day for the same 5 years. Rehashing it over and over. they're like stopping what they're putting out because they kind of have to like prepare for what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like think about, okay, this is gonna be another deep one. Let's go into this. Like the government said that they've had UFOs that they've had in like Area 51 or something, but they haven't shown the world yet, you know, because that kind of technology isn't ready for the world to take yet.
But
You
like,
know what I mean?
well, like that's
Yeah.
that's kind of obvious though. When you're like when the if the you can't put out the infrastructure because like what school could support that right now? What hospital could support that technology right now? What office building could support that technology right now? Who could afford that technology right now?
Nobody.
So that's like that's
why
obvious.
they have to.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
but
Though,
yo.
to integrate it at a level that it's accessibly made for everyone, and then there's systems in place that control them,
But
and
yeah.
that fix them, and that make them, and like until it's wide, I think it's not going to be a while. It's going to
No,
be a while.
I agree with
until
you
we
more than
start
him.
seeing
I think it's gonna take longer than you
No,
think, Dante. Just
no,
because
but
I
at some
understand
point-
we're progressing at a fast rate on technology, but like it's not gonna it's not gonna drop in the consumer
think
market.
about- think
Okay,
about
I would just like to
PlayStation.
remind both you guys that like the original iPhone, which was the first smartphone, came out in 2008 or I think 2006 or 2008.
No, 2004.
No, it was not
fact check you.
2004.
I'm fact checking.
Fact check me because it was not 2004. It was later than 2004.
Let's check
That
this
was
out, buddy.
only
June 29th, 2007.
2007. There you go. That
It's
was only
2020.
what?
It's 13
That was
years.
13 years ago. In
That
another
is pretty-
10 years,
that
think
is-
about how much has
let me
changed
give you
from the
another
first
example.
iPhone
That
to
is a
now.
good point though. Think
Let me
about
give you
that.
another example though. We've seen, when did the first PlayStation come out? PlayStation 1.
97.
Okay, we're at PlayStation
Five.
5. Okay, PlayStation 4, let's say. That's roughly about 15 years, we'll say. 15 to 20 years.
Think about how much.
What? No,
the
but
game-
I know,
it
but
has
like
changed.
besides like obviously like the graphics and it looks better and it runs better.
Yeah.
What's really
Tell me
changed,
what's
though?
really different. Like what's the
We're just
what's
playing
the
video games
what's
that
the
look a
different
little
what's the
nicer.
different
What's the difference?
different
We play video
purpose? No,
games-
but like what's the different purpose between the first PlayStation and this? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No,
We're
but
just playing
but-
nicer looking
no,
Yeah,
but
games.
we're
here's
just
the
playing
thing.
better
You guys
looking
are- hold
games
on.
and they run a lot better.
No.
Yeah.
You guys are taking it for granted because we're living in that future now. We play video games online now. Nobody did that back in the day. That is innovation.
okay,
That's
no, you
game
got a point
changing.
there.
We all talk to each other online now. And there's
Okay, but,
PlayStation Store online.
But
you know what I mean?
gaming systems have existed for a long time, so I feel like that was easy to figure out, like with the internet, because they both like rose at the
That was
same
bound
time.
to happen, bro. Come on,
But
we
to-
had telephones. They're gonna.
But
put
it doesn't-
To
but, like,
create
but-
something where I can easily like wherever I'm at, I can pull out like a hologram and start moving shit around and,
That's
and
not gonna be for a
expanding
minute,
and
bro.
like how Iron Man did it, like a type of setup like that. That's takes a lot, and we haven't even seen the inception of it.
You don't,
So
actually,
that's
that's
what I'm
not true.
saying.
We have seen the inception.
No, but
of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. The government has seen the inception of it, but
No,
we, the regular
the
market,
consumer, have seen the inception of it.
Where?
There's VR headsets. VR headsets are a take
not
on that.
talking-
where
I'm
you
not
play
talking
with
VR
about
is a
that.
big thing.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
big
I'm just
jump in
saying,
the right
like,
direction.
I'm just saying now the thing is how do we figure out how to take VR and put them into like 3D models on a table that we can turn that's in like reality.
Pretty sure there's a product already.
Yeah, there's
I'm
like
pr- I'm- I'm
Microsoft
just-
HoloGlass.
I think you give technology too much credit. Like I think we
don't know about that, though.
we move quick, but like everything takes time because of how the world works.
Dog, driving
Nothing that comes so like super quick.
hybrid electric cars were just started being a thing in like the early 10s, like 2010s. Now look at them. Fucking Tesla's huge. It seems like everybody has a Tesla. Everybody wants a Tesla. Everybody's driving electric.
But how
You know what I
long
mean?
has gasoline been a problem? Like
Yep.
everyone knows that gasoline ruins.
Microsoft hologram glasses. That's
Yeah,
the Iron
but
Man
those
shit.
aren't.
Oh, that's
But
what I
those
wanted to
aren't
say to you
out.
guys.
Those
By the
aren't
way,
out.
that's what I want to say to you guys. Rumor on the block is next year Apple is going to release their version of AR glasses, so augmented reality.
Really?
So like, yeah, you wear the glasses and your messages pop up on screen, and then you can shoot stuff onto the wall and like touch it with your hand and stuff like that. Yeah, so like
So, yeah, for example,
it's
that's-
starting to happen. It's just like the way that we look at it, like how Iron Man is, where like holograms literally come up out of a table and he touches it and like is really detailed and can pull things apart and put things in. Like that's gonna take time to develop.
Okay, well,
I
how do you
think.
feel about like the whole Neuralink thing that Elon Musk is trying to propose with the
It's a great
sticking
idea.
a little chip in your head to make
Yeah.
you smarter and like be able to do things differently?
I mean, from
He
what
just
I read,
wants-
he wants to do it like the original, like what he's making right now isn't to make you smarter. It's to like stop certain disease, like not disease, but certain like.
But it
problems
has
with
the
you.
able to make you smarter.
That's what he said, but I mean, who knows? I'm
Not-
sure that in 10
it's
years
not,
he
it's
can
not,
make
it's
that
not
happen.
essentially make you smarter. Like honestly,
No, it
I
can
personally
make your processing
personally
power a
think
lot
that,
faster.
Like for a lot of the amount of technology and time we've been on this planet, like I've always said this, that we haven't reached the maximum human potential because of the way the world works. Like again, I'm saying this
What
because
do you
like.
mean?
Like we don't have the ability to reprogram our minds yet. For example, say like they know, okay, your baby might be born missing a chromosome. So you could have Down syndrome, or if it's with too many chromosomes. I forget how it works.
Okay.
But essentially, like, we haven't worked towards like fully controlling the human body as to the point where like we control platelets, things heal quicker. Like
we don't even know
like
how
that.
dreams work.
We don't know how dreams work. We haven't discovered the
we
full.
don't really know how the brain
length
works.
of the ocean. We don't know all of, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, we haven't reached our potential as humans, as an organism, like as a base organism.
Species, yeah.
So like we can't reprogram ourselves yet. So just
I don't know, but he's making strides in the right direction at least. If he's starting to understand
but there's
how
not a lot
working.
of people making the strides.
I just want you guys to think about
this.
this. I just want you guys to think about this. When you guys say technology doesn't move at a rapid rate.
Oh, I do think so.
The internet only became available to the public, so the regular person could have the internet. And even back then in the 90s, only the richest of the rich had the internet. But still, we'll say general public could buy the internet and have it. 1993. That's only like 25 or so years ago.
27 years.
27 years ago.
Okay, let me bring this up to you then. Let me bring this to you since obviously I think technology has moved really fast when it builds off of old technology and it exists because it's easy to I feel like it's easier to develop than to create, obviously. But think about how long humanity has existed for.
Okay.
And taken only for the past 200 years, we've seen what we've seen. And only for like what we have today, we've had this for like 25 years. Our parents, when they were kids, did not have the phones we have when we were kids.
How do you mean the last 200 years we've seen?
But I'm just saying, like, for the last 200 years, during the first two industrial revolutions, we saw all these changes that made technology what it is today, like the foundation of technology.
Okay.
But before that, there's there's so many years passed by, but until we reached this pinnacle. So I think until we reach the next pinnacle of our, I guess, human evolution or technological evolution, before we get to a next age where we see flying cars, where we see touchscreens everywhere,
I don't think we're gonna see flying cars.
Where we have chips implanted in our minds. I think it's gonna take a while. Obviously, not as long as it took because we have the infrastructure already. We have things like technology that kind of exists now, but I think it's still gonna take a while, bro.
Do you not think we're in a technological revolution right now?
Well, obviously, there's so much shit changing, but I'm just saying, like, look at how long it took for things to be created, if you get what I'm saying.
In our lifetimes, yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, 200 years is nothing, bro. Think about 200 years ago.
Look at the progress we've made in these past 200 years compared to other.
Think about how we made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Think about it like this. Think about how we made things 200 years ago.
I'm just saying there was like a stagnant. There was like a pause where everything kind of remained, and then there was a boom. There was kind of a pause. Everything, like a lot of even like for the past 20 years, we've seen cool shit come out, a lot of cool things come out, but a lot of it is kind of developed shit that already of things that already existed.
But that's
for the most part.
That's with every Renaissance though, like the Greek Renaissance, the Italian Renaissance, like every single great era in history at some point kind of stagnates after all.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like we're in that limbo. Like there's too much shit going on in the world.
Even though we are progressing, you think we're kind of plateauing right now, technology wise?
Yeah, and because there's not a lot of things allowing us to, like, obviously we're progressing. I'm not saying we're stuck. There's so much shit that's changing in the world right now. So much shit being developed. But like, especially with the virus. The virus is a really big one that's gonna affect the world for a long time. Mm-hmm. Another thing that will affect the world for a long time is the climate change. Scientists are literally saying that in 7 years there will be irreversible changes.
But you don't think that we're on the lip of the new like advancement? You don't think we're like right there? Like how I brought up earlier, how the government has UFOs or stuff. You don't think we're like right there? I think we're about to take another jump into a serious stretch of technological advancements.
I hope and I think we're gonna continue to progress, but I'm just saying I don't think we're gonna in like 10 years we're gonna see what you guys hope to be.
I do, and hold on, I do, and I think I know what it is that's gonna make us have this boom. That's gonna change everything for us as humans.
What is it, NASA?
No, I'm NASA. No, it's gonna be AI. I think once we figure out AI and we figure out how computers can figure out all of our problems for us, think about it. Something that would take me a lifetime to learn will take a computer 10 seconds.
But that's spooky,
you know what I mean?
Bro. That's spooky.
It's scary
AI
to think about.
Spooky.
It is. It's really scary to think about. But if we can
Terminator.
use it,
we've seen what they can do.
No, 100%. But if we can use it in a way that's productive to us as humans, like think about all the problems, everything that we don't know, they can figure out instantly. Like they can take all the knowledge of that we're aware that we know of the internet, of the universe,
all at once,
put it together
and then find a solution to every problem.
Yeah, exactly. Find
I
solutions.
personally don't think that math and like just a database. Because yeah, if you think about it, what a database contains prior situations, so it tries to formulate what could happen, but it will never know what will happen, because the world is obviously incredibly spontaneous. So obviously we could put all of our knowledge, say for example, into that we know about space, into an AI, and try to develop some sort of an answer. But it's just gonna come up with, based on your results, this is most likely what is going on. But at the same, we'll never know. AI is only gonna live based on what we know. And obviously it's gonna reach a point where we want AI to be smarter than us, but do we want it to like?
Well, that's a big
surpass
question,
us?
right? I'm saying like if we decide that we make AI that will be smarter than us, we give it all the information that we've come up with over the last like 2,000-3,000 years. We give it to this AI, and then we say, okay, now it's your job to run wild with it.
Take it from there.
Take
What's
it from
gonna
there.
happen next?
Now everything like I said, it
But
took.
are you just gonna believe it? Because of what used to happen, you just think that an AI will say, okay, the next 10 years, boom, 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 boom. You think it's gonna tell you like the answers just because?
No, I think it's gonna.
what
I think it's
used to
gonna
happen?
create it right in front of our eyes. Like I don't think it's gonna project. No, like let's just say AI figures out how we can travel, like do time travel. It's gonna figure out a way to get us to time travel, either forward or I think backwards is theoretically it's impossible.
It would give us the
But
steps to
forwards,
get there.
I think like AI would be good to figure out like how to reprogram the brain, and it's trying a bunch of things. And AI is trying like a bunch of possibilities, and then boom, thousands try the AI figured it out because it just tried a bunch of things that were thrown into a computer. But when you try to get something to figure out, not something that's not can't be trial and error. Like there's an answer and you need to figure it out type of thing. I think that's where humans need to do the field work, and that's up to us.
I understand. So
on, like, how
you're
much
in the. I think what you're trying to say is like, humans are better at being creative in that sense, and computers aren't. But the thing is, they're not good at being creative yet, in the sense that when you plug in all the info that Dante was saying, if you plug in all 3,000 years or however long into this computer, all of the studies, all of the everything, how every human's done everything, how they all think and what they've done, I think it will have some pretty important answers for us. It will be able to say what is next. Because right now, if we're thinking like, okay, how can we get this chip to change X in our mind? We have to think, okay, well, what happens to the brain? This happens, and it's a lot of work for us to be that creative. But
I'm not
if
saying
the computer knows everything that
up.
happens within the brain due to our past, then it can find it.
I'm not saying that it's not gonna give us cool shit. Like it's gonna be like, oh yo, that like it's gonna give us some interesting information, some cute possibilities. But I'm just saying that Earth, especially, and just civilization, has been so like incredibly spontaneous, and especially like with Earth itself, like the physical planet and all organisms, like it's gonna be really hard for it to give you something that's verbatim what will happen.
Maybe not what will happen, but it will tell you what it thinks will happen because of the direction we're going in, and we can work with that. If we see that it thinks we're going like this, and it thinks we're gonna go like this, we're gonna be like, okay, well, let's give that a shot. If it doesn't work, we could go somewhere else. But that it thinks that our human species should go in that direction because of all of our history has been leading there.
But I'm honestly a sucker for originality, and I personally think that it should be up to us to reach our potential, and AI should be used as an accessory, to human intelligence, to human advancement, to human.
But what if that is the
innovation type of
accessory we
thing.
need? What if that is the tool we need to take that next
But
step?
I personally don't think we don't need a computer to be like, guys, you guys need to be doing this, because what does it know?
My question
we
is-
know everything that's happened in our past as well. But you put the world's smartest men in a room, I guarantee you they'll come up with something similar to what an AI will come up with.
My question is for you is what if that is the goal, right? Like Elon Musk said on the Joe Rogan podcast a while ago, which like blew my mind. He said that he thinks that us creating AI is the goal of human life. It is our job to create them so that they can go and change the universe, either like, save Earth, save whatever the case, find out all the secrets of the universe that we can't find out. It's for them to find out, and our job is to build them.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I think
so.
so.
They're not. You're looking at it like, and two things. I think you're also looking at AI as a robot still, and I want you to try to like take that perspective away from it. Think about if it was you. Let's just say if it was you and you had all the knowledge of that we have, like, but you have the creativity that you still have the emotions that you still have. But think about if you had all the information in the universe, all the puzzle pieces to put everything together.
Yeah,
you know?
I get what you're telling me. I've seen Age of Ultron. I get it. That boy
like
was
that.
in everything. Jarvis was in everything.
Yeah.
But like I'm just telling you that a computer will not know everything. A computer will not give us all the right answers. And there's always the fear that the Ultron, sure, it was a movie, but Ultron put everything together. Looked through all of human history and saw this world is fucked up. You guys need to eradicate yourselves, and we need to start again. Like we have all like I think leaving everything in the hands of an AI and us becoming just their makers and making them the best they can be and telling us what to do. That seems like that doesn't correlate to why we're here. I don't think we're on this planet to only guide a database to think for us and us just to make them and live based off what something developed an answer for. I don't think that's why we're here. That's personally that's too minimal for everything that exists, in my opinion.
I see what you're saying, but I think you're undermining the importance that AI is, like that a robot is and that it has. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but I do get what you're saying. You know, I do. It does make sense. Anyways, you have anything to say about it? Or?
No, I think you're right. Like I think that the next step is to make AI because, like, it may not be the only answer, but from what I know from human history, it seems like the next best answer.
Also,
it seems like AI will give us that.
Go. You made me think of a good point. But continue.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's extremely interesting to see in the next 10 years because, as you were saying, global warming is gonna become a big problem for us now. What else did you say is gonna become a big problem for us right now? Overpopulation is gonna be a huge thing, right?
The virus for the next couple of years, but it's mostly just
the virus,
the Earth itself. Like,
yeah. So it's gonna be incredible to me to see how we as humans decide how we're gonna figure this out, right? Like, are we gonna deal with it ourselves, or like we can develop AI?
Are we gonna abandon ship?
Things. Are we gonna abandon ship? Go to?
I don't think that's.
You think we're ever gonna abandon ship?
I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna abandon ship.
I think we could.
Do you think there's anywhere to go?
Yeah, Mars.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think we're gonna.
You think we're the only?
No. I mean, like, okay, but.
Oh.
No. Listen.
I'm in his head.
Y'all trying to get into that bag right now.
No, listen. So what I'm trying to say is,
bag.
I believe in aliens. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that we are capable now and for the next long time to make travel to another planet that is capable of living.
You were just arguing that technology moves.
Okay,
I was about to argue against that.
Okay,
I was about to argue against that.
So, you know how big this Earth is.
Star
you know
Wars
how many
is
people
the
there
answer.
are. You know how hard of a process that would be. Yeah, we could make a huge jump in technology and be able to have that processing power to get maybe one or two people to another planet. Because right now, do we have another planet that we know of that we could live on? No. Let's say we found one, right? Think about how far away it would be. And now to get all of our human population there, that is a serious, I think you're underestimating how
there's a couple things.
It wouldn't be everybody?
It wouldn't be everybody. I think you are.
You think we're gonna end up in a Star Wars like a Cowboy Bebop? You think we're gonna end in like humanity is spread out across the galaxy?
I think
If that happens, that will not be in our lifetime, and it won't be for the next 5 lifetimes.
I think that you think that people care about everybody more than they actually do. I think the rich will go to another planet to save themselves, but they'll leave the rest of us.
Everybody that paid for it's gonna go.
Exactly. I think that's all that they care about. You know what I mean? It's not like we're all gonna get included and go. And realistically, there's no room for all of us to go. There's too many of us.
But you have to understand how hard that is. You have to understand even how hard that is to get a set of rich people.
Let me tell you the amount of people that will be on that ship before any one of us. All the greatest authors of our time, even some of the most influential celebrities, ex-presidents, current presidents, government officials, military officials, the best doctors in the world, the best scientists in the world, the best athletes in the world.
Okay,
there's so many people to fill that ship before me.
The only way I could see that happening is if we use the technology we found in these UFOs to get there. Because right now, I know we're going at an exponential curve rate, but we're not going to get there at this rate.
No.
We're not going to get to that point without advanced help from, let's say, AI or aliens. Bro, you have to think about it. How the fuck are we supposed to do that? That is a outlandish thing to think that we're going to be able to do without the help of something like AI or aliens, because they would have the technology. AI could show us the technology.
Let me spit some shit to you.
Bars.
All right, so I forget what it was. It was something that Elon Musk and his company made, and it was called something Dragon. I forget the specific name, but it was a flight. It was a flight ship with a crew that flew in 37 minutes from Florida to New Zealand. The flight time from Florida to New Zealand is 15 hours and 55 minutes.
Okay. It took
That's
how long?
that's-
It took them how long?
37 minutes. That's a substantial.
That's pretty crazy.
That's a
No cap.
substantial. It's basically 16 hours, and it took them half an hour.
Yeah, but humans
That's
can't
a-
fly
that's a
that speed,
subs-
though.
People were on it.
People
it was,
were on it.
Yeah, there's. I'm pretty sure there was people.
What
It was
was it?
search it up. Something Dragon. Elon Musk.
Why
I
is
forget
that
what it
shit
was
not
called.
in literally every
It
single
was. I
airport?
saw it on the news.
There's
That's
a live stream.
fucking crazy.
There's a live stream.
There was
That's
a live-
I didn't
insane.
know
But that's
that.
what I'm saying. The technology
Okay.
needs to exist where there can be passengers on a ship, where the ship itself won't combust, and a renewable energy source that will take them there.
Yeah,
that
and you have to
fast.
remember that that's just global. You know, you have to think like now that's gotta happen in space,
But I'm saying
thousands of light years like apart. You know, like
Because,
that's we're on like this scale. We need to be on like
the-
this scale to do that.
that feeds into the argument though. Do you think that there is other galaxies that are like ours?
Yeah, 100%. I think you'd have to be stupid to and ignorant to think that this pattern of people and atoms you won't find anywhere else in any universe, not just ours, any galaxy, any other place.
People
I-
think like space is essentially it's a whole, like, it's so hard to even put it into words, bro. It's just space.
Hold on.
Like,
It's
there's just
unfathomable.
empty
I have a-
Space is
literally-
unfathomable.
It's
I have a-
terrifying because like we're floating. We're a big sphere floating in space right now,
Doesn't
and it
feel like
goes
we're
out into
moving.
every
Hold on,
direction.
hold on,
And
hold
like
on,
it's
hold on.
impossible to think that there's not an energy source like the sun that fuels a planet with the most favorable position to have life,
I
like
have
how
a-
Earth is in our galaxy.
Hold on. I have a better way to preface that question. So you obviously believe in aliens, right?
Yeah.
Or you believe in aliens? On the ones and twos, you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a better way to preface this question. Do you think that there is life out there? Because obviously I believe in aliens too. Do you believe that there is life out there that is more or as advanced as we are?
Yes.
That's the big question.
Yes.
That's what I want to know. That's what I'm
Yes.
interested
So
in.
I
if
think-
not,
you think they're-
more
So
advanced.
look
You
at
think
it like
they're
this.
more-
Obviously, okay, there's going to be some that are more advanced and some that are less advanced.
So
because
here's-
think about
yeah.
it. If there's one of us, or if there's one of us, and you think there's more than one of us, so that means there's two. So what's to say there's not 3, 4, 5? So let's not say that there's not an infinite amount of us out there somewhere else, right? So they're all going to be in different timelines. Think about it realistically. If we're
Oh, we're getting into
what
the
year is it?
timeline bag.
Well,
This is
you
a
have to
whole
think
nother
about it
thing.
because right now we're in
Oof.
what year is it? 2020, right?
Yeah.
Another galaxy far, far away. There might be another pattern of atoms like us,
Yeah, yeah.
another humanoid species,
Humanoid
and they-
species.
and they would be
Brethren.
at the year 204. You know what I mean? Another one might be at year 8,900. You know what I mean?
I
So
understand.
what's to say that
well-
that isn't happening everywhere?
Well, time is first of all, time is.
We made
Man-made.
our own time.
I
We
don't
made
think
our
so.
that we made.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think it like?
Wait, we
made time.
we thought like
that we gave time a structure
based on
That's what I
based
mean.
on the movement of the sun.
Okay,
we
but
basically-
regardless of if we're counting seconds or not, things will continue
But
to
just
happen.
listen.
Yeah.
I think the things that happen I agree with you completely. The things that happen on Earth, on Earth, like there's no such thing as there could be, but there's not really such thing as a eureka moment where they figured out like everything that we figured out. A lot of the shit that's happened on Earth has been accidents that led to inventions, to a lot of the greatest inventors.
Okay.
like
So-
electricity, right?
So
As
so
an
so so like if these like I doubt the same accidents and inventions were made like on other planets, and there could be even crazier accidents that occurred in other places where they figured out light speed,
Different
where they figured out a
technologies.
renewable energy source, not like electricity or gasoline.
Well, but you guys gotta also understand though that in different parts of the galaxy they live by different properties of life, right? Like they
That's
might
what
not
I'm
need
saying.
water, they
Exactly.
might not need
Exactly.
oxygen, they might not need, you know what I mean? They might have different resources on their
So
planet
think about
that
it.
we
If
don't
they're
have on
if
ours.
they're traveling from this planet to this planet, they won't need that renewable energy source because they won't need, say,
See-
water. So they're not going to need a reservoir of water, right?
I
Because they
per-
might not need it.
I personally
They'll make
think
it
that
easier for them.
that each galaxy is gonna have a different energy source. So we have the sun. I don't think that the next one will have a sun. I think it'll be something different.
I don't know about that.
I disagree.
don't know
I
about
think
that.
every planet. I think every planet that has living things on it needs to have some sort of heat. I think there is a sun that
Like there'll
revolves
be
around
there'll
every
be
universe.
like a heat. I think there'll be like a sun that does the same job. But I doubt that any galaxy is made identical to that of ours.
Okay,
think
I
that
don't
there's a
think they're
galaxy that's
identical.
full
I
gas
don't
that
think
people
they
live on
there
and
is.
everything.
I don't think they're identical in the sense that our timeline is unique, but I also think there is timelines out there and galaxies out there that are very, very similar to ours.
Let me.
I think like I probably think that there's like another like set of us out there that are very similar to us on different timelines. Just because think about how the universe is ever expanding, and you don't know what's out there. You know how big it is.
It's infinite.
And you say there's aliens out there. So what's not to say that there is another group of aliens that are very similar to what we're going through right now, because it's infinite. So it's not like there's just one or two. There's probably thousands, millions, cajillions out there. However far away they are, one of them's got to be pretty damn similar to us. They're probably different timelines, very similar to ours.
Here's
just like how you see in movies.
Here's the thing for me, right? I think that there isn't, or if there isn't like a civilization or a group of aliens out there that are way more technological advanced than us, in the sense that like we can't even fathom the technology that we have.
I think so.
Reason I say that is because nobody has been able to figure out the speed of light yet. Because if they did, then people would be here, we would be places, right?
I think that's false. I would say that there is a species that is probably
figured out the speed of light.
Yeah, because think about it, the way we look at animals on our planet. They don't know we're there, but we're watching them. I think there's aliens out there that have way better technology than us.
Terrifying.
That are watching us.
That is absolutely. That's the craziest analogy I've heard in my life.
But think about it. Think about it. Right now,
that's absolutely terrifying.
If you were in the nature right now, like the History Channel or any other channels, watching like deer and shit, the deer have no idea that we're camouflaged over there.
That's like thinking you have an FBI agent.
Yeah, think about
crack.
it. The aliens could be like hiding in a cloud. You know what I mean? Like, and we have no idea because we don't know the technology they have. We don't know anything about them.
Let me put it to you
and
like
they
this.
could probably be further along in their timeline where they have that technology.
From a basic and very simple understanding of how the universe came to be, like they kind of explain for anybody that does not believe in like Genesis, like the thing in the Bible, how God created Earth or whatever. There's the whole thing that molecules are going through space. Space was this empty, like patch of space, whatever you want to call it, where all these cosmic energies are flowing and all these molecules are flowing. And they're saying that these molecules collided at a certain speed on a certain way because they attracted to each other, or because, and then they came together, and because they didn't, like they were, because opposites attract or something like that, so they kind of came together, but because they're opposites, they kind of branched out to form Earth, form Venus, form Saturn. And we all got pulled in by the sun to rotate. Like the sun was there, everything got pulled in, so boom, the orbit started, and we could have been moving around space. I don't know how it works if we're just in one spot rotating around the sun. But all of that could have happened in so many other places. Even like another above us, like Earth. If the sun is here and everything's rotating here, there could be something up here that the sun is fueling too, and they're watching us, and they could be closer to the sun. They could have mastered harnessing the sun's energy for like. There's so many things that we don't know. Like even just thinking about a UFO, where did the UFO come from? Why are they here? Why would they take a flight to Earth and not do anything, not try to contact us?
So here's the thing with the UFO, like the ones that the government has that they released recently, like that literally could be anything. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's aliens. That could also mean, do I think the government does know if there are aliens out there? Yes, I do. Specifically the American government. Okay. Do I think that they've come into contact with them? Yes, I do. But like the UFOs that they showed in particular, it could be like a UFO could literally mean that it's Russia's airplane that Americans have never seen before, and they're not able to identify it. You know what I mean? So it could be anything. I'm just saying, like, you never know.
But okay, I don't know how to put this. Like,
yo, none of you guys watch Fire Force, right?
No.
In Fire Force, there's a little like thing going on in season 2 where they think that aliens or another life form or something has been tinkering with humans for our whole entire lives. So the Egyptians.
I could agree with that. I honestly could agree with that.
Another entity is fucking with our history and has been in the shadows our whole lives.
Yeah. So think about like
even people of our present
it's possible.
day don't
it's like the Matrix.
know that that's happening.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix. It's possible.
So there's a lot of people that question,
you guys are
like,
fucking me up,
how did the Egyptians make the pyramids, right? How did that happen? And some people say, well, aliens either helped them or built it for them, right?
I disagree.
And there's no way of really knowing?
Yeah, there's no way to know.
Because everybody's so confused. How the fuck did they do that?
Disagree?
How the fuck did they make that?
I think the Egyptians built it, and I think that people...
I think the Egyptians built it.
Well, no, like I think humans built it, but I think that people...
We can't build it today, though.
Huh? Yeah, we couldn't even build it.
We say that we can't build it today, but I think we really could. If we really all put the manpower in to build it today, we could. I truly do believe that.
but the tunnels are so small.
Yo, but it's like they
Doesn't
have.
matter. I
It's
think we can
not
still
even
build
not
it.
even just manpower. We have technological power.
Yeah, I think that's
There's
what
a
I'm saying.
lot of
We could build it
open-ended
today.
things. Like there's a lot of like the what is it? The statues on like that Easter Island or whatever.
how-
Like there's so many open-ended questions that don't have answers, and a lot of them, the best answer is that aliens have done something to interfere with.
Even
No,
like there's so
I
many,
disagree. I feel like
there's
that's a lazy answer. That's just like,
Even-
well, we can't explain it, so aliens built it.
No, but
you know what I
even
mean?
like-
That's
Yeah,
how I
it's
okay,
feel
I
about
see
it.
what you mean. I see
It's
what you
not
mean.
just thinking, oh, because we can't build it, that aliens exist. It's because like my parents were in Mexico and they went to go see Mayan ruins and stuff like that.
though. Okay.
And all the artistry on the walls of the temples and everything had people coming from the sky. A lot of readings were people coming from the sky, teaching them things, so they would praise people from the sky. They were given a calendar from the
This
sky.
is spooky talk.
They
Yep.
even like
The spookiest.
one of the
Halloween
one of the temples, like you clap and it goes like the sound shoots up to the top and it sounds like a bird. It's
Oh
crazy. And it
yeah,
was-
I've
it was-
seen that. I've
unexplainable
seen that.
thing.
I've
and it
seen
was-
that. The
it's a-
clap,
it's,
like
it's a calling apparently
Yeah.
for their god or whatever. So like they think it's his god, but it's just a being coming from the sky, kind of teaching civilization. So that's scary
Crazy.
because like
it could have been
Why-
aliens coming down and
why
bestowing on them
draw-
some information or some technology,
It's
and then
possible,
going,
yeah.
and now they're praising that
And it's-
alien or whatever that higher power is, and thinking it's a god because they don't know what it is.
And-
Yeah.
Especially think about how if that happened now, we'd have no idea what it is. They're even like dumber back then. They wouldn't know what it is, so they're gonna think that's God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instantly, that's God.
it's even
I
like
don't
they're
know.
going to civilizations that like aren't gonna question it, but like they'll praise it. Like
Yeah.
they came at the right time if they did.
Yeah.
And they went to a civilization that was highly religious and would believe something that came from the sky was like a higher being. So instead of being like, oh, these are extraterrestrials, like, oh my god, this is a holy
The
being.
best part about it is
From Valhalla, for
since the
example.
aliens are probably that smart, they know the best times to come. So they probably chose those times specifically because they know that if they came down, it wouldn't fuck up our timeline. It wouldn't make us go,
I don't
okay,
know.
there are aliens, we have to move differently. You know, it probably they came in knowing that okay, they're gonna get praised, they're gonna take the technology and move it. They probably knew if they came down now, that'd probably fuck our shit up.
I know,
you know what I mean?
Even
Because if they're here doing stuff like that, they're definitely smart enough to know that kind of crap.
No, I disagree- I
some
disagree
some
with you guys
guy
wholeheartedly
on some
on
guy
that.
on Joe Rogan's podcast was in the Amazons. I forget where. You showed me the video. I think it was in the Congo.
If you guys didn't know, we're big
he
fans
was-
of Joe Rogan's podcast. Like,
Yeah.
we
He,
talked about it like 5 times.
Yeah, I know we
Just
brought it
this
up a lot.
episode.
Like this guy was he was looking for this, I think an animal or something in the rainforest, and like he was looking for a certain animal or whatever, and he came across a tribe. Like he was they said that him and this guy were in the rainforest looking for this animal, and they looked at the top of a tree and there was a boy standing there. And he
On top of the
he
tree.
went to them fast. Like
Is
he
this
went
Is this an anime?
he went to them fast and he offered them like food, like honey, like if they wanted to eat honey or whatever. And then he told them to follow them, come to their village.
Okay.
They went to the village and everything, and it was a small civilization in the rainforest.
Okay.
And they're all telling this guy, like he was on the podcast. He's I don't know what he is, Vietnamese or something.
They all
I
spoke
forget.
the same
And they all know.
language?
They looked at him
They spoke
and
the
they
same
said
language.
they said you look like you come from the sky. And everyone has always said that people from Asia look. They always like because they make that assumption of what aliens look like. But like that was just weird that they say that you look like
Look
you came
like-
from the sky. Like wow, what
He
would
was,
lead you to
That
say
is
that?
scary.
That's a weird correlation.
Wait,
Yeah.
some background. The tribe was like the Minx tribe or something like that. They're like the smaller people.
Mm.
Like they're real people, but they're just smaller than us. They're not
Okay.
midgets, but
Yeah.
they're called something
Yeah,
else.
Okay.
And the Asian guy that went to, they were looking for like a T-Rex or something like that, a dinosaur bone, to see if it existed in the jungle. or whatever.
Okay.
And the Asian guy was blonde, like natural blonde, so he looked a little different, you know.
Okay.
So that's why they looked at him a little differently.
Mm.
Blonde Asian guy. It's first time ever seeing that.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, I wanna wrap this conversation up, but just before we do, I wanna go back to space real quick because there's something that's terrifying
I mean,
to me.
you're the astronaut.
Yeah, I mean, NASA astronaut. But I wanna leave you guys with something, and I want the audience to think about this too. The scariest thing to me is, you know how the universe is, or the galaxy is expanding constantly, forever. It's constantly expanding, right?
Okay.
So for me, what is on the other side of that expansion? That's what always scared the fuck out of me. Like, is it just nothingness?
Nothing. And I know
But-
it's
but
a weird.
it's a weird
let me explain,
concept though.
let me
That doesn't
explain.
make
Okay,
sense.
So let me explain. So the fact of there being nothing over there has to mean that there's something.
Yeah, exactly. For there
And
to be
that's a
nothing,
hard
has to be
conversation
something.
to have because obviously we don't know that kind of stuff. But I
Like
would
what-
assume
yeah.
there is nothing. Like there is no anything. There
But
is
then
no.
what's it expanding into? Like I don't. That's what that always scared me.
There's
Like there
nothing
has to
there.
be something.
There's
There
nothing.
has to be.
It's like not even. It's unfathomable. I couldn't even
No,
say. But
yeah,
I
of
would
course.
assume it is
But, like,
nothing. There is
that-
nothing there. There's no atoms. There's no anything. It's just open.
Okay, we'll
Nothing.
come back to it. We'll come
We'll
back
come
to
back
we'll
to
come
it
back
though.
to
This
it.
is
We'll come back to
this is
it.
kind of hard one to get
This
into.
is a deep one.
A little too deep for the big brain.
Okay, guys. So Dante kind of brain fucked me with that one. I don't know what is out there. There's
Pause.
space is just ever expanding. I don't know what the fuck's out there. I'll find out one day when I'm out there. So, but I don't know that. If you guys,
When are
if
you
guys
just gonna
believe-
casually pull up the space
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna just pull up in the spaceship.
in the space?
The literal spaceship.
Yeah,
You think
with
aliens
your
like?
girl in the passengers.
In
Give
Well,
me
somebody's-
space dome.
Somebody's got to take her. What?
I don't know. Let's just
Weird.
work here.
You think? Yo, you think aliens like listen to music like how we do? Like they just turn on the. You think they're in their
They got their
spaceships?
bops. They're like
You think they got
Yeah.
hip hop like us, and they
I
got
feel
like
like-
R&B and
I feel
shit?
like
they will have
I
their
feel
own
like
culture.
any type of civilization will have their own culture.
Yeah.
I
So
like
do you
that.
think they listen
But
to music?
that's what makes our culture.
What?
Do you think
unique to
music is a
us.
thing in the universe, or is it just like a thing
You
here?
think Drake is a thing in the universe?
I mean, he has to be getting all those numbers
Yo,
somehow.
Mr. Worldwide.
Good
Valid.
to see Pitbull.
I'm going to Mars for the Pitbull concert
he's
next
not.
year. You
He's
guys
not an
coming?
intergalactic
That'd be
artist.
crazy.
He's Mr. 305. Come on,
Dale.
get that shit right, bro.
I don't know. So if you guys believe in aliens, that implies you guys believe in ghosts.
It's kind of much to get into.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
You don't believe in ghosts?
Prove me wrong, feller.
I personally think that it's not ghosts that we see in movies. It's not this paranormal thing that we see and like how we depict them in drawings and on Halloween and shit like that. I strongly believe in the thing of spirits. I believe spirits exist. I believe
Same shit to me.
energies exist.
Same shit to me.
And you can call it a ghost, you can call it a spirit, whatever you want. And obviously, a spirit can carry good energy, and a spirit can carry bad energy, and depending on how their life went. And obviously, I'm someone who believes that there's something post life. I don't think
Okay.
that we just disappear. That's why I
As
believe
game
in
over?
spirits or
You don't
whatever.
think it's-
I don't think it's just game over.
So
I think
before you
we go
continue-
through way too much to just be punch out at the end of it.
Can I bring up an interesting point before you continue? Remember how we were talking about earlier how we saw the pyramids and we couldn't explain it, or we saw the thing at Stone Island, couldn't explain it. We're like, oh, aliens, or oh, God, or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel the same way
Oh
about,
God! What?
you know what I'm saying? Like a God created that, or you know what I mean? I feel the same way about what you were just talking about.
Ghosts.
Ghosts. We're like,
Ghosts.
Well,
I feel like
can
we're,
explain
I feel
it,
like
so
we're,
yeah.
It's
no, I feel like
it's a
we,
hard subject to explain, bro.
I feel like we can't explain death, and like we are all terrified of death, and we as humans don't like not knowing things, right? Like just it's just in our DNA to just find everything out, figure everything out, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that we can't explain death and we can't explain what happens after death, we just go heaven, or we just go we turn into ghosts after because like we're
It's an
afraid.
easy
You know what I
way
mean?
out of-
It's an easy way out. It's like exactly. It's like taking the easy way out. So but continue.
But I think the fear stems from something that's kind of real, something that kind of exists. Like when someone passes away, even like the whole thing with an exorcism, people think that it's impossible for someone to get possessed or whatever. But like I just don't think that how we use it in cinematics and in graphics, it's not
obviously,
like
like,
that.
movies
it's not
are
like
different,
That. But like
yeah.
I strongly believe in this thing of spirits and energies being attracted to people, to fucking with people, to being in there. For example, like there's this whole thing that if you don't move someone who passed, if you don't move anything in the room, they're gonna come, and because like their spirit is kind of lingering, they're back in their room because nothing's changed.
So you
I see that.
You're
Well,
gonna be seeing their ghosts walking around
when
the room?
everything's different, it's like you've changed that space. That energy is not attracting that spirit anymore. Type
You
of
believe
Okay.
in the vibes. You believe in
I
the vibes.
just and I've heard a lot of stories.
I think he's
And
saying
I-
he believes in the vibes.
yeah.
I've heard a lot of stories, and I don't know how, like, I can't really give you a full explanation of why they exist or why they appear or why they do what they do. But I think that you'll see things when just because of casual,
I've
like,
never seen a ghost.
your
Never.
casual
Never
relation,
nothing like that.
or because of a spirit or energy's attraction towards you because of certain things that you're doing or whatever's going on or where you are. It could be like someone builds an apartment building over a native burial ground. You might see a thing or two. You
Okay.
might see
No.
it, but like for example, it could be.
I
That can make
understand
sense. Like that can make sense.
makes
But
sense
like
to me.
it's the same thing for me with religion. I can't see like God or Jesus. So like how am I gonna know that's real?
Yeah,
Same with ghosts. You know,
for
like
example, it could be like a lie or exaggeration, however you want to take it. But for example, when I was like 7, someone in my family passed that night, but no one knew because we were all sleeping. but like it was someone close to our family, and it was this tall ass guy. He would always wear a top hat, and he had a huge mustache. So I was sleeping one night, and I turned over to my like I was under my blanket. I turned over to my door, and there's someone walking out my room, closing my door, fixing their hat, and he gave me the grin like it was the guy. It was like I knew, like as soon as I seen,
kind of grin?
like he just smiled, like he just walked, because he was really close to my family and especially my dad. So he was close to me and my sister. He was like an uncle for us type shit.
Okay.
So like I seen him he just smiled. He was like, it was like his spirit was saying goodbye. Like cause he was like looking at me, kind of just walked in.
Give it a tip of the hat.
And like, you know, he gave me a look. He used to, cause he was always funny, or apparently, like I don't really remember him to be honest. But so like he kind of just like, I saw him leaving my room. So my parents said that when I went to their room, that I wasn't crying or anything. My eyes were just wide open, and I was just shaking, and I was cold. And then they went to sleep or whatever. In the morning, they got the phone call.
Esty, did you get possessed?
That he passed at nighttime.
Oh my god.
So I'm just saying, like, when you, for example, my attachment, for example, to that energy, that spirit was just he was close to our family, so it could be he was saying their goodbyes. But I'm just saying, when that energy or whatever exists, I think that you could see something, you could feel something, you could sense something, but like something is there.
So
that
why
we
doesn't
can't
it happen
see.
all the time then?
Because yeah, it's not something that just because someone dies you're gonna see them. It's just like I feel like it's just. Maybe it's what that spirit wanted to do, how that spirit ended up. Because I feel like everyone's case is different.
No, I do really
enough their intentions and how they wanted things to go down.
Yeah. I do really like listening to people's ghost stories because I find them mad interesting. But I've never personally like had anything like that happen to me.
Same,
so
like I'll listen to them. I'm like, this is bullshit.
You know, but I will say,
I don't know. I just heard my story, and be like, that's some bullshit.
Nah, because like, yo, I don't. It doesn't make sense to me. Like I can kind of understand like the way you explain it, like makes sense. Like it. The whole like the spirit or whatever is attracted to the energy, and like it's what they want to like say their last goodbye, so that's why he gave you the tip of that, you know what I mean? That makes sense, but the idea of it happening is different. I think it doesn't make sense that you saw something that wasn't there, you know what I mean?
Because
which is so hard.
That's the whole idea. Like what someone tells you something and it doesn't make sense. That's the whole thing. Like not everything makes sense. Religion, the whole thing is it doesn't make sense. You're supposed to have faith without even seeing anything, without feeling anything.
See, that's where I fall short.
That sounds a little shaky to me, though. You know what I mean?
You should believe in something that you can't.
That's
see?
what religion is. That's what faith is. That's believing in something that you can't physically touch, you can't physically see. For example.
I know, but the equivalent. It is. But the equivalent of that is like you walking down the street and somebody's in a dark alley by themselves and goes, "Hey, follow me back here. There's $1 million back here."
I wish I had the answer for you. I wish I had the answer for you. But like some people saw a man one day that was talking in front of a lot of people that stood for something, and ever since that day, boom.
No, I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm just saying.
Became a saint. He became a beacon. And I think religion is, and like, oh, we're getting into that bag. I think it's based on virtue. People believe in that person's virtue and what they did. So that becomes this whole thing where like you could say the Bible is exaggerated or whatever, but that's just like Proverbs teaching lessons, and it's up to you if you want to believe.
I agree with that part of religion, teaching like principles and values to people and bestowing like a way of life to them, and I like that. But like when you start getting into like the afterlife stuff, for me it's like, how am I supposed to know there's a heaven? How am I supposed to know that ghosts
it's hard, bro. You can't
are real. You know what I mean? That's where there's a disconnect for me. You know, like it even gets to the alien parts. Like I want to say there's aliens, but like I don't fucking know. I have no fucking idea. Have I seen one? Nah. But I still think they're there. So
like you look at the evidence, you try to piece it together. Like, does it make sense?
And believe it yourself, you know, because you can't just believe everything you see. You gotta like find your own resolve in it. You gotta figure out how you feel about it.
It was even especially as a kid. Like people be telling me stories about the Bible, and I'd be like especially the one where Jesus like cut a fish for thousands of people, and it was like 4 fishes. I'm like, bro, what? You mean but like it's just like this whole thing where you have to believe in something higher than yourself. That's why I strongly think that there's no way we die, and it's just like when we're sleeping. Like it's just a black abyss where we do not know.
But that's the only thing I can believe. It sounds mad dark to say that like after we die we're done.
Here's the thing that's inexplicable.
That's the only thing that makes most sense to me is that when we're dead.
So do you think we're just body? We're not soul? You do think that we're just a flesh?
That's what I was about to say. To me, you can't explain the soul part of it. Like to me, I think something happens to the soul. I don't know if it goes back to the earth. I don't know if it goes like some people say it goes to another life form, like another animal or.
See, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know.
I think something happens.
And it hurts my brain thinking about it, so I try not to get too deep into it because you can't find an answer. So a part of it is like, why waste your time worrying about something that you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean waste of time as like, oh, your religion's a waste and all that. I just mean like, if I'm sitting there pondering like, is there life after death? You're not gonna have any facts. You're not gonna have any way to back it up. So why wonder that hard if you're not gonna come to a conclusion? You know?
It's like, it's difficult, but it's not like, I feel like that's kind of the point. Like, it's not, there's not gonna be an answer.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I'm praying, there's no one talking back to me. There's no one telling me, oh, like, I
stay on the right
forgive
track,
you, or
I forgive
you
you,
do this, or I do, like, there's no one saying that. It's more like a kind of a mental thing where you know what you believe in. You're saying things, and you don't expect to hear something back. You just expect, like, it's like an uplifting energy. It's like a speaking it into existence. It's like a law of attraction. It's like you're manifesting to another higher being to help to guide you, to give you hope. So it's up to you if you want to think there's something there or not. But like, I think that's the connection. Like, when we believe in things that we can't really see, that's when we do we have a soul that we can't see? Like, I don't think it's like this physical form like in Soul Eater, when like there's just like this clear thing that you can hold.
Yeah.
But like, I think that there's no way that we're just flesh.
You think there's
and
some
that our
energy,
brain is just working.
There's some energy.
Because I feel like we'd be like robots in that. We'd be like an animal in that sense.
Well,
like,
it's not even that. You think about it like our body is our vessel.
Yeah.
But you could think of it like we're robots. You know what I mean? Like, we're just a vessel for whatever energy is inside of us. And I don't know. It's hard to wrap your mind around.
Think about animals. Like, they're essentially just like, their brain functions and knows what they need. Like, I need to survive. I need shelter. I need food. I need to clean myself. It's because like their brain is just hardwired to work and live as they do.
Okay.
And I feel like our brains are hardwired to do the same things, but why do we have the ability to really think? Why do we have the ability to create and to move away from just our basic needs, you know? So it's just like a little, like, I feel like we got a little something more.
But some would say some would say, Esty, that we just got extremely lucky, and our brains just work different than animals.
I think we're just
than
like
your regular animal. I think we're animals too.
We're just smart animals.
We're
just smart animals.
Your ability to just say, "Oh, we're lucky, luck of the draw. I didn't see the choice happen. It was just lucky." That's contradicting you saying, "Oh, I can't."
But
just
it's not.
religion.
Think about it.
You're just accepting to believe, "Oh, that was luck." So why can't you accept to believe, "Oh, it was." There's someone else.
But it is luck, because going back to our other argument, there's thousands of galaxies out there with, let's say, different timelines. So there's probably other humans out there with the same luck, that they happen to be smart animals that could do the same shit as us.
Yeah,
and also, I feel like human beings.
Also,
I feel like I said, human beings just, like I said, we need to know we need to feel like we know everything, right? So we're gonna give explanations for things that are inexplainable. Like why are we the way we are? Why are we so different compared to the rest of us?
So good even though it's so bad?
I'm not gonna lie, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah.
Honestly, like,
you got any other ones like that?
These are the type.
Why? Nah.
Why you look like such a bean with an afro on?
That's not one of them. But
this is a new look.
I'm kidding. We know the answer for that one.
These are like the type of questions, and like that it makes for interesting conversation, because like no one can say for sure. Like, I could.
There's
no definitive answer on it.
That's why I could be spitting the most about anything right now. But
I know the answers. I got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
How? Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to tell you that God exists, because that's just up to you if you want to. It's not a thing. I can't show you anything. I can't show you that a spirit exists.
Are you trying to put me onto your religion right now? What are you trying to do right now?
Nah, I never talk about religion.
Hey boys,
this guy preach it now.
Boys, my wig is coming out all over my my NASA suit, so I think we should wrap it up. What do you guys think? Anyways,
wardrobe malfunction.
Wait, it's a wig?
What? No, it's my hair, bro. You know, I was telling Esty off the pod.
What?
I've been collecting pubes for the last 2 years.
I'm done.
Unos and doses.
Almost yacked like 13 times.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know you, bro. Get it.